We'll be reacting to Mr. Nightmare scary stories.
Have fun, feel safe, and forget the problems and stresses of the real world. Disneyland and Disney World. However, despite the general public's awareness, there is a very long list of accidents, many of them fatal, that have occurred at the Disney parks. These are 6 instances of tragic accidents that have happened at Disney parks.
There's probably going to be a surprise here. That's pretty good and scary.
Number 1.
Let's see.
In 1996, Mickey's Starland reopened with a new cartoonish look and the brand new name Mickey's Toontown Fair. This is the smallest of the 7 lands in the Magic Kingdom and is basically an area designed for the younger kids visiting the park and is the best area for meeting characters. Of all the attractions in Toontown, Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin is the most popular, but also the site of one of the most gruesome accidents in Disneyland's history. 4-year-old Brendan Zucker, who was seated in the far right side of one of the taxis, fell out of the car while it was in motion and got caught underneath the car behind it against the tracks. He suffered severe leg, arm, and spinal injuries, cardiac arrest, and brain damage as a result. Shockingly, Disneyland staff did not call emergency services for a full 5 minutes after the accident. Rather, they notified Disneyland security first instead, as that was actually company protocol at the time. This incident led to Disney changing this policy. While Zucker did survive that incident, he never fully recovered and died at the age of 13 in early 2009.
Damn, that was pretty scary.
That's to hear that I was born on it.
Number 2. In 2003, Marcelo Torres, age 22, was waiting online along with countless other thrill seekers for one of Disney's most recognized attractions, Thunder Mountain, not imagining that he would be riding the train to his death. Marcelo was seated in the front car of the train, right behind the fake locomotive. The ride was climbing through a tunnel when the locomotive lost the assembly that carries the rear wheels, causing the car to strike a tunnel roof. The first passenger car then ran under the airborne locomotive, killing Torres. The impacts crushed his chest and head, causing a very graphic death, and a traumatic and painful memory that the passengers behind the car of the train are likely to never forget.
God. Why Disney? This is why I don't want to go to Disney.
Number 3.
Gonna take us.
Yeah, like in...
Tom Sawyer's Island is an artificial island in the Magic Kingdom surrounded by the rivers of America. Disney refers to the single artificial river as the Rivers of America because the waterway that surrounds Tom Sawyer Island is meant to represent several important rivers in American history. The island references Mark Twain characters with various structures and caves. The only way to get on and off the island is by a small wooden raft. In June of 1973, when 2 kids missed the last raft of the night off the island, things took a hellish turn for the worst. 18-year-old Bogdan Delarat and his 10-year-old brother were on Tom Sawyer's Island, and they didn't have intentions of leaving with the group on the raft. Staying overnight on Tom Sawyer's Island seemed like a thrilling idea, at least only for a few hours, as staying on the island alone soon proved to be boring, so the 2 brothers decided to swim across the river without alerting anyone to their presence. A serious flaw in their plan was not considered until tragedy struck. The younger brother did not know how to swim, so his older brother attempted to carry him on his back while swimming to the shore. He made it only halfway across the river before giving out and falling below the surface.
This is copyright, I'm sorry.
The younger brother was saved by a ride operator, but Bogdan drowned and his body was not found until the next day.
Damn, that's tragic. Ooh.
Number 4. Disneyland's monorail is the quickest and best form of in-park transit, and having debuted in 1959, it's been around a long time. In fact, it actually opened just 4 years after the park's opening. Just 7 years after the monorail's opening, however, in 1966, A terrible, easily avoidable accident took the life of a high school student on his graduation night